Well, the way we brought Caesar to life was to work with Andy Serkis to really discuss the performance, to understand physically what Andy was going to bring to the role, and emotionally how he was going to try to get us to understand what Caesar's journey was through the film. And then we used performance capture technology to record Andy's performance throughout the film as he was doing and acting all of his scenes. And we finally combined that with realistic looking apes that we could study and model and texture and bring them to life in a moving way that would recreate Andy's performance, but allowing you to look at that being done as a chimp.
Okay, mister, you or you're still gonna pay for my choice.
The apes in this film are totally digital. There are no real photographed apes in the film at all. And the reason we did that is we wanted to really be able to explore their behaviors and to work with the evolution of their storyline throughout the film. And really the only way we could do that was to create believable apes whose performance then could change in the subtle ways that the script required. Well, to study apes in preparation for the film, we spent a lot of time at the Wellington Zoo because fortunately they have a troop of chimpanzees here. And that really gave us some close-up access to them. We spent a lot of time photographing them and filming them and actually looking at them behind the scenes as they were being fed and groomed and having their checkups and really getting to understand the subtlety of their behavior, both how they interacted with each other but also how they interacted with their human handlers. And then we were able to use that information to infuse parts of their personalities that of course also gave us very good reference information for physically how we would make their bodies, how we would texture their faces, how we would create the hair, and how everything would move, how they would act. So, having that kind of close contact and the ability to study them really helps to try to make something believable.
You have no idea what you're dealing with.
Well, we still rely on artists for two reasons. One is that there's still a lot of things that we don't know about how the human face works and how the muscles in the face work. From just a biology point of view, it's still an area of ongoing exploration, not only in the computer graphics world, but even in the medical fields. So, as we learn more and more about it, we try to apply what we learn to make sure we're as accurate as possible. But having said that, there's still an emotional aspect to any performance, and that's really what we're after. So we use the technology and the study and the research to try to make everything behave as accurately as possible, but there's no substitute for just sitting back and looking at it and just asking yourself the question, does that convey the same feeling of the performance that I get when I watch Andy do the same thing, for example? And how does that fit the flow of the story? Does it work from shot to shot or scene to scene? Movie making in general is not only a very collaborative process, but it's a very interesting mix of technology and artistry, and we just continue that tradition with what we're doing with visual effects.